So, but before we get to all of that, you know, we've been talking about some toys for tots and, you know, Legacy Barbecue, Southern Legacy Barbecue. They've been out there all morning. Pam Huff's been out there collecting toys. You just saw that. We were going to talk to them a little bit later in the show, but right now, you know, so many of us are preparing to jump in the car and head out to visit the family for Christmas vacation. Well, there are a few things you should do while gone. You know, like stop your mail. That's a good one. Let your faucet barely drip. Turn your heat down. And tell a neighbor to keep an eye on your house. Those are all 4 good tips. Now, if you're driving, a lot of people are driving to save money. There's an important thing that you can do to check the safety of your car. In fact, a few things that just take a few minutes. It could prevent you from wrecking or even getting stranded. We stopped by a Toyota dealership to get some tips that could save your life on the road. Mike Parker has been fiddling with cars for 42 years. Naturally, he loves being a Toyota service manager.
Just knowing that I can be here and making sure the people are safe in the cars, and you know, you get a lot back from it, from people. And the time I've been in the business, I've gone through 2 and sometimes 3 generations of car owners. Parker
says before you pack up your car to head out for that Christmas holiday or for that championship game out west, there are a few things you must do. This particular vehicle is the Toyota RAV4 Limited, but these rules apply to any car, SUV, or truck. First, check your tire pressure when your tires are cold.
This is a tire pressure gauge. It's you can get them anywhere, and they're very simple, very easy to use. The amount of air is important, and that's usually located on the inside of your door on most any vehicle. Just remove the valve stem cap. Press on it and release, and it gives you a reading right here. It's showing us about 28 pounds.
And if you want to make it safely to Grandma's house, don't take a road trip with low tire pressure.
It causes the car to be hard to handle, number one, and it also do a lot of damage to your tire, the inside of your tire, most of the time. If the tire is low enough, the rim's sitting down on it, and it's cutting the inside of the tire up.
Moving on, it's time to pop the hood.
Check your oil, which is indicated by the little O on the stick. It's the oil dipstick. You check it. You see these 2 little dots. This is 1 quart low. And that's full.
Next, check your washer fluid.
This windshield washer concentrate and cleaner that we use here. And you just simply pour it in the spout there.
And that's not all.
This is your radiator fluid. It's your engine coolant. Well, and there's a low and full level mark right there. Okay. So it's very easy to check. That cools your engine. Keeps your engine cool and keeps it from overheating. And the amount of antifreeze in it is important because this is water, and you don't want that freezing up because that could cause a lot of problems.
And the one thing that most people forget, Parker says, check your battery. You hook the device up and point it directly at the battery.
Takes just a few minutes. And the results shows it's got a good battery, tells us how many volts are in it, and what the amperage is on it.
So that's important to check before you head out.
Oh, yes.
You should also keep supplies in your trunk before any road trip.
Maybe some extra cash, some bottled water, blankets, extra jackets if you can, a phone, and some walking shoes maybe, in case you do have to do some walking. But anything that you think you may need to get you through a tough time if something happened to your car.
And the one thing I never thought about, checking your lights.
It's pretty simple to check your lights. Just turn them on and walk around the vehicle, make sure they're all functioning. If you can, get somebody to step on the brake pedal, make sure all your brake lights are working.
Of course, Parker says, if you don't want to do this yourself, a trained technician can do it for you.
Toyota prides itself in the safety and reliability of the vehicles. And any Toyota dealership, you can pull in with your Toyota and have it checked from one end to the other. I mean, there's virtually no cost to that.
Bottom line, if you're going to cut corners, do it with your gift wrapping, not your vehicle.
You're talking about a 15-minute routine, and you can pretty much go through and check all your safety items.
And it could save a life, right?
Sure.
And for more information, you can visit www.toyota.com. That information is in the bottom of your screen. So all kinds of tips to keep us safe this holiday season.
That's right.